live here to talk Detroit Lions and Los Angeles Rams on this Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the One Pride Podcast. Super excited to go through this game with you. Big game, obviously. Lions hosting the Rams for the playoffs. Super wild card weekend at Ford Field. Sunday Night Football. Last game of Sunday. There's going to be games Saturday, Sunday, and of course the Monday night game. And I'm happy it's Sunday night for all of us. We'll kind of know. Look, we'll know who we're probably going to be facing in that game. If the Lions win, who we'd face in game 2. And so I like to do that instead of actually have to think about who we're going to be facing. So we'll know at that point if the Lions get a victory on Sunday. Shift, James Janella, Michael Dover, Sean O'Connor, Taylor, Alexis Janella, Kurt, LFG, Lag Like Hell, Mike D, Chrome, Uperack 22, Destination Outdoors. What up, doe, to everybody, and welcome to the live show. We talking Lions, Lions, and Lions. It is going to be epic, epic, epic. He says simulation there. The Lions win 31-28. Rick Thomas, hey, I'll take that all day. Anything with the win. If we win 2-0, I'll take it all day. We just need to get that W on Sunday Night Football. That is hashtag facts. We'll know a little bit more today around 4 p.m. what the injury report is going to look like. Sam Laporta may play. We don't know. It looks 50-50 right now. He did a walkthrough yesterday. We'll see what he can do today. James Houston, same thing. Maybe we'll know a little bit more today, 4 p.m. when the injury report comes out. I suspect they both will be questionable in this game. And Khalif Raymond's not going to be playing in this game. And interesting, Dave Fipp was talking about getting Maurice Alexander as the kick returner, and I actually really like that. He was really good kick returner. If you guys haven't remembered, in preseason the last 2 years, he's a hell of a kick returner. So if they actually activate him, make him the kick returner, I think we can actually move up a little bit better. I think he's a little bit better than Khalif Raymond in the kick return, and that's another positive thing for the Detroit Lions. Nine Drinks, what's going on to you? Lavalex Lair, what's up, Mr. Fresh Sports? Sean Ward, Brent DeWitt, your local trucker, Nelson, Logan, Rick, all jumping in here as well. So I appreciate you jumping in. Who do you got winning the game? Do you got the Detroit Lions winning? Put L. Do you have the Los Angeles Rams winning? Put R in the comments below. Paul, Josh, John Overson, certified, all welcome, welcome, welcome. King, love you right back. You got the Lions winning, Kurt. You got the Rams winning, LFG. Nelson says Lions. Destination Outdoors says Lions. Uper says Lions. Riley Elder says Lions. Please, Sam, be healthy. You sound terrible. Oh, no, I feel pretty good. Just a little bit tired. Just tired. It's Thursday. You get a little bit tired at this time. Shift, Lions. Joe, Lions. Lions for serve by Zeisman. During Ferguson, Dorsey is more likely, potentially, but I still would like to see Alexander. I like that he threw that in there. Let's hope for the Lions win and a Dallas win so a rematch can happen. Hey, I would love the rematch, but at the same time, I'd love another home playoff game, but I'm with you, man. I want to face the Dallas Cowboys like no other team. No Rams injuries yet. Am excited for Lions fans, not dwelling on predictions. Hey, we need the win. That's all I know. We need to win this game. I will be in Kalamazoo, the K-Wings event that's going on for the Huge Show today. 4 o'clock, I'll be live on the Huge Show. I'll be in the event at Kalamazoo for the K-Wings to talk Detroit Lions live. So get ready for the Huge Show. If you're in West Michigan, that's 96.1 FM. That's West Michigan. If not, you can hear it, just Huge Show. You can listen to it on the internet for radio as well. Huge Show. Beating Dallas will be my Super Bowl. That would be epic to beat Dallas. I would love to beat Dallas. I need the Lions to beat Dallas. It is important to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Extremely important. But let's give you some news really quick before we get into the game there. The Commanders obviously requested interviews from Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. The Panthers have requested interviews for Ben Johnson. The Chargers have requested interviews for Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. The Titans have requested interviews from Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. Same with the Atlanta Falcons, both Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. Panthers requested one from Mike Disner, and reports is that they want to get an interview from Ben Johnson. So a lot of Lions coaches and one personnel getting requested to become head coaches and personnel for the Carolina Panthers job. You got a cold? No, I'm just a little bit tired. It's just long. It's been long. It's been a long week. Playing Philly at home would be insane. That would be insane. I'm rooting for the Packers, and the Lions get Bucks-Eagles winner. Could be the Bucks, man. Legitimately, the Bucks could win that game, and it wouldn't shock me at all. Would you still consider the Lions to be in rebuild mode? No, they're not in rebuild mode. You win the division, you're absolutely not in rebuild mode. Packers defense will make Dak fold as he does in big games. I think we get 2 home playoff games. That would be nice, Brent. Swift versus Gibbs, that would be really fun. For sure. Big bad Bobby from Bay Area in the house. What's up, Robert? Bill Belichick. Who knows where he goes? Yeah, but he's no longer the coach of the New England Patriots. Sounds like sinus, but yeah, don't yawn. It's contagious. Even over video, it is contagious. You're right, 100%. We get the draft pick, Glenn. He's the head coach. We get a draft pick. Yeah, you get 2 conditional third-round picks if Aaron Glenn left the Detroit Lions to become a head coach. That would occur. But that's what we got there for the coaching carousel. Again, when it comes to the news, I'm Brock Wright. I expect him to return for the injuries. James Houston is 50-50 on his potential return. So, I mean, we got some good news there. We don't know against Sam Laporta. We don't know. That's going to be, they'll know more tomorrow afternoon. That's what Dan Campbell said. So we won't know if he plays. That would be amazing. Sam Laporta plays on Sunday. That would be absolutely amazing. We would be, besides Khalif Freeman, at nearly 100%, nearly 100%. Jameson Williams will be playing in the game, so he'll be back. A lot of good news from injury report since the Vikings game. A lot of good news. I'm worried mostly with 400 yards. Matthew may have a day. Hope he figures out our defense. Uper, does it matter? Here's the thing. If Mullins throws 400-yard games on us and we still win, does it matter if Matthew Stafford throws 400 on us? No, it's just a different name. The Lions defense, they're allowing a lot of passing yards, but they're not allowing the run game, and it's forcing the quarterbacks to pass. So you have more ample opportunity to get turnovers, get interceptions. They are going to, in my opinion, throw 400 yards on us. I think we can do this. We don't need to throw 400 yards. We can run and pass. Our offense is dynamic. We'll be able to put up points as well. I think the Lions will have an opportunity for turnovers in this game, and I think that's going to be a big deal, right? We know Stafford can throw 400 yards, but we also know he can throw a couple interceptions when he does those 400-yard games. So that's what this kind of defense I feel like is predicated on right now is, yeah, we're going to allow CeeDee Lamb, we're going to allow Justin Jefferson, we're going to allow Keenan Allen, but we're going to turn around and get a bunch of turnovers and win the game. So we don't care about how you get your offensive yards, but we want to get our turnovers. Sounds like me, Mike, but I have oxygen levels issues. Oh, hopefully you get better there. Let's see exactly. The Lions have been forcing turnover and shutting the run game down. That's the whole point. That's what this defense I feel like is doing right now. We can't stop anybody in the pass game, but we're stopping the run game and we're getting turnovers, and that's helping our defense out, or helping our offense out from the defense getting those turnovers. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Brian Branch, Afutu Melifonwu, and Kirby Joseph balling right now. Balling in the secondary to get turnovers. And so I expect them to get turnovers in this game. I think that you have to expect it now. That's part of this defense is now. We don't hope for turnovers. We expect it. That's part of the game plan is to get turnovers in this game. And that's exactly what I feel they're going to be doing here. But they got a good offensive line. Per PFF, the Rams offensive line is ranked 6th best in the NFL. We're ranked number 1. Steve Avila, who I liked at guard in this last year's draft, he's doing a great job for them. Still think the Lions' defensive line is going to get theirs. They're going to pressure this offensive line. Right now, the Detroit Lions in the past month is 5th in sacks and pressures in the NFL. They have turned it up in this last month. It was not good for a while, and now it's great. It's 5th in the NFL. This past month, I think they're going to get theirs. Look at the Rams' offense. They're 8th points per game, 6th in total yards per game, 10th in passing, 11th in rushing, -3 in turnovers, 21st in the NFL. So good offense. It's a good offense. But let's compare it to the Detroit Lions offense. Points per game, the Rams are 8th in the NFL. The Detroit Lions are 6th in the NFL. So the Lions are better in points per game. Total yards per game, the Rams are 6th in the NFL. The Detroit Lions are 3rd in the NFL. We're better in total yards per game. Passing, the Rams are 10th in the NFL. The Detroit Lions are 2nd in the NFL. We're better in passing. In rushing, the Rams offense is 11th. The Detroit Lions offense is 5th in the NFL. Better. Turnovers, we are 0 at 16. They're -3, 21st. Lions offense is better than the Rams offense. It is. It is better, and we're better in turnover battle. Rams defense, points per game, 19th in the NFL. The Lions is 23rd. They are better. Total yards per game, 20th in the NFL. The Rams defense gives a lot. We give up 19. Nearly the same, but Lions are a little bit better. Passing yards, they give up 20th. Ours is 27th. They are better. The rushing, they give up 106. We are number 2 in the NFL. So the Lions' offense is better. They're better in the turnover differential, and they're even defensively. And it's a home game for the Lions. So, yeah, I expect the Detroit Lions to win this game. My score is 33-30, but understanding that the Rams score a touchdown with like a minute to go to make it that way. So I think the Detroit Lions win easily, not easily, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a game we're worried about in the fourth quarter, like we're stressing, like we've seen some other games stressing, i.e. the Chicago Bears stressing at the end of that game, stressing of other games. I don't think it's going to be that way. I think it's going to be 33-30, Lions win. There's a little stress, but not where we're getting pounded. We got to come back from a deficit. I don't think that's the case. I think the Lions will lead this game and they'll lead it to the end. Do you think we focus on cornerback in the draft? I truly hope so. Mike McCall drops a $20 super chat. Mike the GOAT McCall, he drops it on here and he says, #Flair. Every year you have a favorite pick in the draft. Kirby Joseph, Jack Campbell, etc. Give us your hidden pick for this year. Go Lions. Go Lions. I have been done. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. I'm big into the draft. I haven't really started my analysis yet of the draft, Mike McCall, but there's a guy who I would like the Lions to trade up for. He's an edge rusher named Jared Verse. Very, very good. I think that him and Aidan Hutchinson would be dynamic together. This is not a hidden one. This is one that players or you guys should know. Edge rusher there. I think Jared Verse would be awesome opposite of Aidan Hutchinson. Awesome. You would have two dynamic players getting after the quarterback. He would be something that offensive lines would have issues with. This would free up Hutch, and Verse is a great player. Very good. That's something I would watch for right there. But he's not a hidden one, so give me a little bit of time when the Detroit Lions are, or when I have looked at it, give me about a couple weeks after the season is over for really me to jump into it big time. I want to jump into it big time to give those 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks right there. But he would be one I'm liking right now. Think Brian Trice would be good too. Hoping Rags can play a few more years. That's 100%. I wish we could play a couple more years with Frank the Tank Ragnow. Don't know if that's going to be the case with his toe, but it'd be nice to get him. I watched your U of M National win stream, and I'm not even a football fan, just a Detroiter rooting for the home teams. Thank you for listening, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was fun doing that Michigan game. I generally only do Lions content. I wanted to do the Michigan game. I thought it'd be fun. Ended up being really fun, for sure. For sure. Players you got to look out for the Rams. Kobe Turner, he's got 9 sacks. Good player. Aaron Donald, obviously. Brian Young, who I lauded in the draft, 8 sacks. Another player I thought the Detroit Lions should target in the draft. 8 sacks there. Michael Holt, 6 sacks. And Jones, 4.5 sacks. Vegas right now has the Lions as the winner at 3 points. 3 points, generally they just give it to the home team. I think it started at 3.5. I think that's disrespectful. I think the Lions are a little bit better team here. They're basically saying that the Lions are equal to the Rams. I don't think that's the case. I think the Lions are the better football team here. We got a Deckard, a Sewell. I'm not worried about them. Well, they're players you got to look out for sure. I'm convinced our offensive line will absolutely win the trenches in this game. We are healthy. And people keep saying Matthew Stafford or Sam Laporta or whatever is going to be the reason for whoever wins the game. Mike Valenti and Rico have been saying we're going to lose the game because of Sam Laporta. No, that's not the reason. We lose games not due to Sam Laporta. We win or lose games due to one thing primarily. It's the offensive line. If the Lions' offensive line does great, the Lions win games. If the Lions' offensive line's not doing good, we lose games. It is simple. Is that in mobile quarterbacks? It dictates how our games are played. When the Lions dominate the line of scrimmage, it's over. Lions can do their full offense. Jared Goff stands in the pocket and he just reads the defense, gives what gives to him, and he picks him apart. It is simple. If Jared Goff is standing there, picking, not getting pressure, Lions going to win this game probably easy. You fully expect them to put up points. If he's being pressured, that's when you probably lose the game, right? If he's constantly under pressure. That's why we have a dominant offensive line. That's why we have the number 1 offensive line in the NFL, is for this reason. You build through the trenches, and we build through the trenches. You win and lose offensive defensive lines. The Lions, if their offensive line is holding up, good luck. Lions going to win the game. It is simple as that. And if the Lions can run the football and the holes are big enough for Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, the game's over. It is going to be a situation where if you can't stop the Lions' offense, I'm sorry, it's over. I don't care what anyone else says. We've seen this team. When you dominate, you can't beat us. That's why we only technically got 5 losses. We really got 4 losses because this offensive line has been dominating. Okay? Another Achilles heel for the Lions, the reason we lose these games is simple. It's mobile quarterbacks. We can't get to the quarterback, right? We're not sacking them because they get out of the pocket. The games that we have lost, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, Geno Smith, Seattle Seahawks, Chicago Bears, Justin Fields. Okay? Well, you say Dak Prescott too, and I'm not really going to put him in that we technically lost the game, but his ability to kind of just extend the play for a minute killed us. Jordan Love, Packers. It's all been quarterbacks that have the ability to extend the play. That's our defense Achilles heel. What is Matthew Stafford? He's definitely not Lamar Jackson. He's not Jordan Love mobility. He's definitely not Justin Fields mobility. He's probably more of a Dak Prescott or a Nick Mullins. He can get out of it every once in a while, but he's stand in the pocket quarterback. Our defense attacks those quarterbacks. No one is talking about this matchup. They just keep talking about Stafford picking teams apart. I get he's going to pick teams apart. Well, you should be talking about the offensive and defensive lines and the type of quarterback we're going against. That's been what the Lions do great. And this is the matchup that I didn't want this matchup for the storytelling and for a Stafford comeback, right? That's really it. It had nothing to do with anything else. This matchup to me is preferable because you got a quarterback that stands in the pocket. Again, Nick Mullins put 400 yards on us twice, and we still won the game. You can put all these yards in there. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, winning games is about, scoring more points and getting turnovers. Turnovers win you and lose you games. I know they lost 7, or they've won last 7 of their 8 games. But if you look at who they played against too, it's not the greatest teams here. They started. Okay. They beat Seattle Seahawks 17-16. They beat the Arizona Cardinals. Whoa. At the second pick in the draft. They did beat the Browns, but that's when they were having issues without Joe Flacco. They lost to the Ravens. They beat the Commanders, who is a top 5 draft pick. They beat the Saints. Ooh, Saints, whom we beat as well. They nearly beat the Giants, who's a 5-win team. They beat the 49ers, who rested their starters just like they did as 21-20. So it's not like they've beaten these gigantic teams. So, I mean, they say, yeah, they've won less, they're the hottest team in the NFL, but it's not like they faced the competition hard. Who did they lose to this year? They lost to the 49ers, the Bengals, they beat the Colts, they lost to the Eagles, they lost to the Steelers, they lost to the Cowboys. They've lost games too. And of course, the Baltimore Ravens. So all your stats are biased because you're factoring the strength of schedule. The Rams are super young and improving. Each 7 in the last 8 games. They're pretty I'm biased. He says, I'm biased. I put out the stats for you right here. Who has the better offense, Randy? The Detroit Lions. I want you to answer this for me. Who has the better offense? The Detroit Lions or the LA Rams? Who do you think has the better offense? In all stats, the Detroit Lions have the better offense. All stats. Rams offense, points per game, 23.8. That's 8th in the NFL. The Detroit Lions offense, 27.1 points per game, 5th in the NFL. Total yards per game, the Rams put up 359.3. The 6th in the NFL. The Detroit Lions total yards per game, 394.8, 3rd in the NFL. Passing yards per game, the Detroit Lions are 258.9, 2nd in the NFL. The passing yards per game for the Rams, 239.0, 10th in the NFL. Rushing yards per game, the Detroit Lions are 139.1, 5th in the NFL. The rushing yards per game is 120.3, 11th in the NFL. Every single stat, the Detroit Lions offense is better than the LA Rams offense. Turnovers, the Detroit Lions are better. They're 0, 16th. The Rams are -3, 21st in the NFL. The Lions have a better offense. The defense, it's literally back and forth. Both defenses have good strengths and both have weaknesses. Points allowed per game with the Detroit Lions 23.2. That's 23rd in the NFL. Rams defense is 22.2, 19th in the NFL. Rams take it there. Total yards per game. The Detroit Lions is 336.1, 19th. It's better than Rams defense, 337.9, 20th. Passing yards per game. The Rams defense is better, as the Lions are allowing 247.4, 27th. Passing is 20th for the Rams, 231.1. Rushing defense, they allow 106.8. That's the Rams, 12th in the NFL. The Lions' rush defense is 2nd in the NFL, 86.4. So the Rams offense is worse than the Lions, and the defense is pretty much back and forth. Okay? The Lions are a home team. That's why they're favored by 3 points. There is no bias in that. That is 100% fact. What I just said was facts. So that's not bias. My predictions this year, I have been correct 13 times. 13-4. Close to 14-3. So you can think it's biased. That is perfectly fine. But it's not biased. The Lions are a better team. You're hearing the media hype saying that it's not the case. Okay, you're hearing the media say that it's the Rams that's the better team. But it's not. The Detroit Lions are the better team. And that's just, it's coming into this game. Now, look, can the Rams win? 100%. It's any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, any team can win. But if you're saying I'm biased, but I literally just said the stats to you, it's not. I go by, anybody who knows me knows that I don't make predictions off predominantly feelings. I do it off predominantly stats. My nickname used to be MicroMike, microeconomics. I love stats in college. Statistics is my thing. That's why I do prize picks, and I win 95% of the time. I just go by stats instead of listening to what the media says. If you go by facts, generally speaking, the facts will speak louder than words. Now, it's more difficult at the beginning of a season because there's not really anything to hang your hat on. You kind of just got to go by free agency and how the draft went, all of that. But as the season goes along, you can get an idea of what's taking place. So, yes, the Lions are a better football team. Does that mean they're going to win Sunday? No. Do I think they're going to win? Yes. Any given Sunday. Dallas is the better team per statistics than the Green Bay Packers. Dallas is favored to win by 7 points. Does it mean that Dallas is automatically going to win this game? No, it does not mean. The Packers could win. I still would take the Dallas Cowboys to win the game. I took Dallas to beat the Lions in a close game. Every Lions fan was mad at me pretty much. Okay? Every single one. I just thought that the stats would ring further of the Cowboys winning the game, and they end up winning. And one, the factor I did put in there for that game was the referees. Well, we know what happened there. The Lions should have won that game, but absolutely they didn't win the game because end up being a referee, as well as after the referee saying that Taylor Decker didn't report. So, no, I'm not being biased. You can say that, but if you watch me the last 5 years, the first year of the regime, all Lions fans, or not all of them, I'm not going to say a lot of the Homer Lions fans, a lot of normal ones weren't saying this, but we're going to go 12 wins. I said between 3 and 5 wins the Detroit Lions would get year one. 3 and 5 wins, it's very biased, I say. Very biased. 3 to 5 wins in a season is the worst thing. I'm telling you as a commentator, as a content creator, the worst thing you can tell Lions fans is we're going to go 3 wins. I was hated. 3 and 5 wins 3 years ago. I was mocked and hated. They went 3-13-1. Second season, I said last year, I think I said, I don't know. I think I said 7 wins, or 7 to 9 wins. We got 9 wins. Okay, 7 to 9 wins. We got 9. This year, I just went on Stotch of 11 wins. We got 12. That's not too biased, if you ask me. Why do I not do this, quote-unquote, am I some biased? Yeah, I'm a Lions fan, right? Like, I want my team to win 100%, but I don't just discount facts over feelings, because facts don't care about your feelings. Let's keep that 100. They really don't. So when I'm doing a prediction, I go by facts. Now, this game is going to be an emotional game, very emotional for both sides. You got Stafford returning to Detroit. You Jared Goff, revenge game. I think it's 100% more emotional for the Detroit Lions. Why? We haven't hosted a game ever at Ford Field. We haven't won a game in 30 years. That's a factor, too, of how the emotion is going to be running for this football team and the Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown is pissed. Jared Goff wants this. You don't think that this team's going to come out fired out. And then there's a crowd factor. The Lions fans is going to be absolutely crazy in this game. So I take the Lions to win it. I take the Detroit Lions to win it. You got questions? Put it in the comment section. Do hashtag something. I will go ahead and answer them. He's not mobile. We got to worry about him doing Josh Allen type stuff. One thing you got to worry, he's not mobile, and that's why I think it's advantage for not in saying that Lions defense is going to win the matchup. No, look, Stafford in this offense is going to roll on the Lions defense. I already know this, but it gives an opportunity for turnovers, and I don't care if you put up 450 yards. If you're getting turnovers, that's great. And when I say by advantage, I don't mean advantage for like the Lions defense is going to beat up on the Rams. No. God damn it, I got a counselor. Hold on 1 second here. Hello, I am live. Is this like immediate right now? Okay, what's going on? My New Year's resolution is to eat a little bit healthier this year, and what's helping me out here is Factor. Get ready for the new year. Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning, sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery store's prep or cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. With over 35 meals to choose for per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, and veggie, plus over 55 add-ons, you have a ton of nutritious flavors options to kickstart your New Year's resolution. Forget frantic lunch preps, rush dinners. Factor's 2-minute meals are your secret weapon for the New Year's. Fuel up fast with restaurant-quality meals, all delivered right to your door. Factor now offers loads of snack options like breakfast smoothies, juice, snacks, and more to keep you going no matter what the schedule is. Skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and way more delicious than takeout. Get chef-crafted restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. They're ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you. Need a special occasion meal? Gourmet Plus is the perfect Factor solution for looking for fast, upscale options done easily. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans to 4 to 18 meals per week, or pause and reschedule deliveries anytime. Factor has everything I need for the week of flavorful, nutritious eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they have cold-pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, extra protein, veggie sides, and more to keep me energized during the frantic times. Head to factormeals.com/LionsChat50. I'm sorry, guys. I have to go. I have to pick my daughter up. Situation at school just occurred. It's very important, and I'm going to have to cut this stream off really, really short. Adam Baydoun, thanks for coming in here. Sorry, guys. I have to cut it short. It's an emergency.